Hey friends, I invited you to join me for a cup of coffee so we could talk about this. And these are some things that are hard to kind of put down on paper when we talk about dating and our teens and boundaries for our teens. And so I just thought I would join you here with a cup of coffee and we can just kind of discuss teenage dating and all the things that have come with it and where we kind of landed. So join me, would you? Um, we through the years we've got six kids ranging from 18 down to six, and we have loved it. The teenage years are hard though, aren't they? And so one of the biggest things that we want to do is create boundaries for our kids so that they, number one, have a relationship with Jesus, and number two, keep a relationship with us and their family. And so one of the things we really take into consideration is our dating plan. And we didn't want to just give them a number and say, okay, once you get to this age, we'll send you off on your merry way. We wanted to say, let's create a plan. What do we think would be God's very best? And so we kind of went through a 3-step process of God's best and okay, it's all right, and not good at all. The yuck. And so we all know for us, dating God's best for our kids. We have prayed specifically for our kids. And I would encourage you to do the same. Pray specifically for your kids and ask God for direct wisdom. Jesus calls the Holy Spirit our helper, and he will teach us all things. And so when you pray, Lord, help my kids come up with a dating plan, the Holy Spirit will guide you and will lead you. And so our number one is God's best. If you waiting is number one. It's so important. Hold off as long as you can, mature as much as you can, grow in your faith as much as you can, and talk about dating when it gets closer to marriage. That is best. We know that that's not always the easiest for every kid. We know some kids are just more excited about dating than others. And so we have, part two is it's not the best, it's not, but we can work together on it. As long as we work together, let's communicate. Let's build bridges instead of burn bridges and figure out how we can communicate. We have rules. We set our rules. They're probably pretty strict in the eyes of the world, but we feel like this is what God put on our heart to lead our kids. You do the same for your kids, and trust that God's going to lead you. Step two for us is we communicate. Our time together is with the person that you want to hang out with. You're never alone with them. You're never alone in a car with them. And as they grow and as they mature and as they show that they're capable of these steps, then we keep talking. We communicate. Okay, you have shown us responsible. You have shown us that you have the ability to obey and respect us. And so let's talk about you driving to prom, and it's always about communication and growing. And that's what we try to reiterate to our kids. The whole thing that we always want to do is love our kids well and love them to Jesus. And so the very bottom layer, the very bottom tier is none of the above. We don't want to date somebody who's a Christian. We don't want to obey our parents' rules, and we just want to do whatever we want. And so we've talked about that. With that comes consequences. The consequences of when you disobey your parents, here are the rules. When you do what you want to do, you lose your phone, you lose your ability to drive, all these things that cause you to actually not even be able to be in a relationship with someone. And so obviously we are learning and we are growing, and every day is a new opportunity to grow in these relationships. So have fun, get to know your kids. That's the point. Getting to know your kids, walking in relationship with them, and just have a blast with them. Take them out for coffee. Let us know. Let us know what you have that's worked for you, because we need to grow and learn from each other in this, because that's how we do it, in community, in fellowship with one another. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope we can grow through these teen years together, and that we don't have to come out of the other side in turmoil, that we can come out of the other side in deep, good, strong relationships with one another, so that, as you know, the Proverbs says, raise a child up in the way they should go, and when they leave, they will not depart from it. Well, one of the things that I keep thinking of is when they leave, they'll want to stay on the path with us. So that's kind of where my mind goes, in that let's keep on this path together and on this journey together. I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy your coffee, and let us know if you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.